Okay, start by grounding your feet. Barefoot when we start the poses is ideal, but if you're cold, wear socks. Or if you're in an office, you might be in shoes. So start with your feet on the floor. Let your hands rest on the lap and let's roll our shoulders a few times. Make some big circles. Up, back, and down. Forward, up, back, and down, and then go the other way. Back, up, and down. So at least 4 or 5 times each direction. And then when you're done, just let your arms relax alongside your legs, sit nice and tall. We're gonna do a few shoulder shrugs. So you're just gonna inhale, lift your shoulders to the ears, exhale, drop. Just like that a few times. Inhale, lift, exhale, drop. Inhale, lift, exhale, drop. 4 or 5 times or more, a little shrug and drop just to release shoulder tension. And then on your last one, take your arms up, breathe in, lift your arms and shoulders up. Exhale, let your hands and arms relax and rest your hands on your thigh. And then just close your eyes. And now let's settle into stillness. So close your eyes. Start to breathe through the nose, in and out. So let your eyes close, let the mouth close, breath slow through the nose. Continue to watch your breath. We're going to count on your own. So silently, you're going to count 4-second inhale, 4-second exhale. It's called equal length breathing. So try that on your own for a few rounds to start to focus on our breath and turn the focus inward. And if that feels comfortable after your 4-second rounds, at least 4 rounds of that, you can try 5-second in, 5-second out with the breath. And for chair yoga, you can sit nice and tall with the eyes closed. But if you're at home or rather lay on your back for this or sit cross-legged, that's fine. You just want the body somewhat still, focusing on breath. 5 seconds in, 5 seconds out. Through the nose, slow and rhythmic. And after your next exhale, release the count. Rub your hands together. Create some heat. A little faster, and then press the palms firmly together. Touch the thumbs at the chest bone. And then bow the head towards the heart. Take another breath or two here. Release the neck. And if you want to join in with me, I'll chant the sound of Om one time. A-U-M. So we'll breathe in together. Om. Let's actually do 2 more times. So soothing. The sound of Om. Just close the eyes. Feel the vibration of the sound. Fill your body. Om. Om. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Peace Peace Peace. Shanti is peace in Sanskrit. So we're tuning into the inner sounds, the sound of Om, Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Okay, release your hands now. Touch your hands to the knees and then spread the fingers and then squeeze your hands. Spread and squeeze. We're going to do that 10 times. Stretch and squeeze. Stretch and squeeze. Hand strengtheners. Keep going a few more times on your own. And then you're gonna come up to standing for those if you're sitting at the desk maybe and want to get up. Otherwise, you can do this seated. We're gonna warm up our ankles and calves. If you're standing, you can go behind your chair and just place your hands on the chair if you need support. If not, just relax your hands alongside you. Have your feet hip width with the toes forward. We're gonna just lift our toes, lift our heels. You can also have one hand on the chair. Toe, heel, toe, heel. Just like that. Try that 10 more times. Keep going on your own. And then on the 10th one, we did at least about probably 20, but on the last one, whether you hold a chair or not, or seated or not, lift the heels and hold. Don't need the chair, challenge yourself, squeeze the thighs together, hands on the hips, heels lift, arms up, breathe in, exhale, feet flat, arms out in front. Okay, if you're seated, join in on the arms in a moment. If you're standing, keep your either arms out in front or hold the chair. We're going to drop the hips and straighten the legs. Drop and stretch, strengthening the legs and warming up for the knees and ankles. You can also do that just holding the side of the chair. Okay, if you don't need the chair or if you're seated, join on the arms. You're going to lift the arms up as the hips drop, straighten as you stretch. We're going to breathe in as you sit in your imaginary chair, exhale, lower. Just like that. At least 10 times. You may want 20 today. Get those knees warmed up, get the legs strong. On the last one, hold. It's called the mighty pose. If you need the chair, you may try taking one arm up and then switch. And then try it with your feet closer together. Drop the hips maybe a little lower on the last breath. Inhale, stretch the arms. Exhale, straighten the arms. Lower the arms. Good work. Shake it out. Okay, if you're seated or standing, you're going to take the legs wide. If you're seated for this one, place your hands on the thigh, lift the spine, and start to circle the torso. And you're going to do that 10 times in each direction on your own. You're going to inhale as you go back, exhale as you go forward, move with breath. If you're standing, bend the knees a lot, and then circle the hips there. You don't need the chair, hands on the hips. If you're standing, try inhale as your hips go forward, exhale as your hips go back. Okay, try that on your own, at least 10 or 20 times. When you're done, shake it out. Whether standing or seated, bring your feet hip width apart. Lift your arms out in front. We're going to point the fingers down and up 10 to 20 times. Just wrist movements up and down, just like that. Okay, and then shake your hands out like you're shaking water off. Lift your feet up if you're seated, and you're going to circle your toes and your hands if you're seated. If you're standing for now, just your hands, both directions. And then if you're standing, it's going to be a little more balanced. You're going to lift one foot up and circle the toe. It's for your ankle. If you're seated, keep circling both directions. Standing, switch directions. You can hold the chair. And then release, shake it out. Okay, neck rotations. If you're standing, hold the chair or not. Seated, same thing, but lift the spine. Feel both feet connecting on the ground. And we're going to start actually down and up. Chin down, inhale the chin up. Exhale down, inhale up 5 times. And then center the head 5 times side to side. And then center. Okay, this next one, to strengthen our legs, good for the knees, good for strong legs, and helps balance. If you're seated, you're going to inhale, lift one leg up. The thigh stays halfway on the chair. Exhale, lower, and you're going to alternate. Inhale the other leg up and lower. So as you lift the leg, though, pull the toe towards you. And some of you might want to try a few rounds of this seated. Good for the legs. For those who don't want to sit, go right into the standing. We're going to do a lunge with extra strength exercise today. So feet are going to be hip width. You're going to take you can also do this hands on a wall, by the way. You're going to take your right leg back, the left leg bends. But if you're using the chair or a desk, your hands are behind the chair top. So you're going to bend your left leg, take the right leg back. If you're okay with balance, keep the right heel off the ground, the back toes forward. Otherwise, you'll have your back foot on the floor. The hips face the chair. For those of you with the heel off the ground, you're going to bend the back knee and then stretch the heel back. Bend and stretch. Bend and stretch. Let's try that 10 times. It's also stretching the psoas. Good. It also helps with balance. Skip the heel lift part if you need to keep your foot flat. After the next one, or 10th one, foot forward, mountain pose, you may want to relax your arms, close your eyes. Observe the weight between the right and left foot. And then we'll switch. Take your left leg back. If you can have the back heel off the ground, first you get a calf stretch, right leg bends, shoulders relaxed. Otherwise, back foot is flat. That's warrior one. Otherwise, proud warrior high lunge with the back heel forward and then a little variation. Bend the left knee, extend the heel back. Bend, extend. Lighten up on the hands if you want to work on your balance. We're going for leg strength today as it stretches the back psoas. I'm on about 5. If you did 10 on one side, do 10 on the other. You're bending the back leg, extending the heel back. Bend, extend. After the 10th one, step it forward, mountain pose. Just relax where you are, feet hip width. If you're seated, release the leg lifts. Let's all close the eyes, pause, observe the legs. Okay, cross crawl is next. Standing version, the arms, or seated, the arms will do the same. So standing or seated, the arms are going to go up on the inhale, down on the exhale. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Let's touch the thumb to the first finger like that. You can even put it over the first finger. Okay, and then we're going to inhale up, exhale down. I'm going to time us on this. For those standing, every time you take the elbows down, lift one knee up. Inhale, exhale. So this, without the chair, obviously not chair yoga, requires more balance, but you can hold a chair and do one arm and then switch sides to the other arm if you need support. But go at your own pace. You inhale up, exhale down for the arms. But every time you exhale, the knee goes up. Now, the cross crawl is actually really elbow to opposite knee. You can do that without twisting or bending your back. Keep the spine tall. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Good work. Keep going on your own. If you need to slow it down, feel free. I set my timer, but I didn't tell you how long. So this might be 10 hours now. I set it 1 minute and 20 seconds. We're almost done. Inhale, exhale, 10 more seconds. Keep it going. Powerful breath now, in and out through the nose, a little faster. Good work. Feet down, arms up. Inhale like you're holding the ceiling up. Exhale, bend the knees, sweep the arms back. Repeat. Inhale, arms up like you're holding the ceiling up. Exhale, bend the knees, sweep it back. 2 more times on your own. It's called sweeping the aura. Kundalini yoga. Feel the air through the fingers. And lengthen the spine. Don't fold all the way if you need. And then shake it out. Have a seat if you are standing. Good work. Let's all slide against the chair back. Bring your hands on the chair, back of the hands on the thighs, close the eyes. And just take a pause. Close the eyes, let your whole body relax after cross crawl and the other warm-ups so far. Okay, next you're gonna open the eyes. You can stand or sit for this. If you were, again, sitting all day at your desk, you may be eager to stand. Otherwise, you can sit. You're gonna give yourself a hug. Take the right arm over left. And then just take the arms back like a big group virtual hug here. And then left arm over right. Inhale back, exhale cross. So keep going like that, seated or standing, up to you. You're trying to get the arms back and then hug, a little shoulder mobility. Okay, now, same thing, but palms down, arms extend, one arm in front, and then switch. You're doing one arm on top and then all the way back, other arm on top, all the way back. You're trying to get that full range of motion in your shoulder. Good, relax, close your eyes, relax. Notice your shoulders, notice your arms, notice the heart rate. The heart rate speeds up a little bit from that. Okay, then next, eagle pose. If you're standing, you're gonna bend the knees like you're sitting in a chair. If you're comfortable, feet together. If you need a wall for support, hold the wall and bend the knees. Seated, you're gonna lean a little bit forward. Everyone's gonna hug the right arm over left. Lift the elbows up as the shoulders go down and then take the hands up, eagle. So the right arm's over left. Now try to get the left leg over right. Lean forward, keep lifting elbows up, shoulders down. If you're standing, you can just practice balance on one leg, taking the leg over with the hands on a wall, or the balance without the chair. If your right leg's on top, the left arm's on top, eagle. When you switch, if right arm's on top, left leg's on top, but you might want to work on just the legs. You can hold the wall or the chair, or just the arms seated. You can choose, break it down. Garudasana, the eagle posture. When you're done with either of them, if you're standing, stay standing, shake the hands, shake the legs, shake it out. Downward dog. So seated version first, you sit tall, lean a little forward and then stretch the arms up. Downward dog. Arms by the ears, chin to chest and hold. You can do that facing a wall, or if you're in a wheelchair, maybe you have another chair, or wall, or desk in front of you and hold. Okay, standing, you're gonna walk your legs back from the wall or chair top. I'll show that after. Bend the knees a little bit, lengthen the hips back, bring the ears between the arms. You're trying to stretch your spine just like the dogs. Okay, and then come on up. We're going to do 3 versions today of downward dog. Okay, second version, if you can go a little bit lower, you're going to go to your chair, hands to your chair base, bend the knees for those that are standing. And then you're going to walk the legs back from there. Your body's at an angle, so you're a little further down. Your knees may still need to be bent. That might be too high, or sorry, too low. So you can use the wall like we did, or chair top. And then come on up. And release. So we got 3 rounds. Third round, for anyone that mixes chair and floor, you don't have to stay on the chair. You can always do the downward dog on the floor. It's like an upside down V shape. But for those using the chair, pick either round we did, seated, standing, or the wall. Third round. Hold and breathe. And come on out. Sorry, it is a gloomy day, a rainy day. I'm trying to adjust this ring light I have so as long as you can see me with the light. Make it brighter. Hold on. Okay, so moving on. Stay standing if you're standing. You're going to, if you have a wall, bring your chair up to the wall. If not, go to the side of your chair. Face the chair side. I'll show the seated after. Have your left hand on the chair back. Bring your right foot up on the chair base if comfortable. So first, right away, that's a balance. If that's too much, stay seated. I'll show the seated after. Standing lunge, one version of it. We're going to bend the right knee. You can hop the left foot back a little bit. Left toes and hips face the side of the chair. And then you just gently lift the spine as you release that left thigh forward. Be careful not to hurt your right knee. Don't take it too far forward if it hurts. Okay, and then you could do that. You could just stay where you are. You can keep the left hand on the chair to switch feet, left foot on the chair. If you have a wall, you can take your right arm to the wall or both arms to the wall. Get length. Stay where you are seated. I'm going to show a version in a moment after. Okay, and seated version. Come out if you're standing, but stay standing. I'm going to show another version. Standing. Seated, you're going to lift one leg up. Seated lunge that way. Hold the knee to the chest and hold. Or hand to the shin. And you'll do that both sides. Hold about 5 slow deep breaths. Okay, seated version. Standing was with the chair. We got one more version. Is on the floor. So if you have a wood floor like I do, you want a cushion, you can always put a little cushion down on the floor. For those of you that are okay to get on the ground, you're going to come down onto the knees with your hands on the chair base. Step your right foot between the chair legs or whatever you're working with, and then release your left hip forward, low lunge, the spine lifting, using a chair for support. If you don't need a chair, the only difference is hands on the floor, called Anjaneya Asana. Okay, when you come out at your own pace, hold only as long as you like. You'll switch sides with your left foot forward, releasing the right back hip forward as the spine lifts. Squeeze the legs together a little bit as you do this. Really engage the legs. Feel the back, all 5 back toes, including the pinky, the little toe on the floor. And then if you're on the ground, bring both knees back, puppy dog pose. Take the arms forward, hips back, ears between the arms, and stretch the back. Okay, and then everyone either sit or stand, come out, shake the body. The shaking is just to relax muscles if there's any tension during the practice. Okay, moving on to the frog. Seated version. Feet and legs together, open the knees wide, lift the heels up, squeeze the heels together. So your toes are on the ground, but the heels lift. Heels squeeze together, knees open. And you're just gonna lean a little forward while you lengthen the spine and then up. Lean and lift, frog pose with a little bit of movement. For those, okay to go down all the way, you're gonna have your hands on the chair base. And face front or side. You're going to keep the same thing. Heels together, heels up. Toes turn out. So the heels lift, squeeze together, legs out. I know you're not used to probably that position. Work strength and lengthens a bit the legs because we're going to drop frog, the legs like a diamond, and then straighten the legs and lengthen the spine. Try not to round. No, try not to round, but lengthen. So we're going to inhale, drop the hips, spine lifts. Exhale, stretch the legs, spine length. Go for 5 rounds if you're new to this. If you're up for it, 11 rounds. If you need somewhere between the standing and seated, use a wall or the chair top and only go down as far as your knees feel comfortable. Your heels are up the whole time and pressing together. When you come up, like you're zipping the inner thighs up, lengthen the legs, squeeze the heels. On the last one, hold it down, hold, release the hips and back. Good work, knees together. If you're standing, heels down, roll it up, shake it out, and have a seat. Good work. That probably got your heart rate going too. Frog pose series, and then just close your eyes and pause. You need to shake your head a bit. Close your eyes when you're done, or you can interlock your fingers, see how you feel. Take it in, feel the flow of prana, of energy after the poses. Okay, good work. Moving on. Take a break if you need, otherwise you're going to keep going. We're going to take one arm forward, one arm back. Spine is tall, arm swings. But you can do this standing if you want to get up. But as you take one arm up, you're not just going up, but you're going to go as far back as you can to the ear or beyond. So one arm, not just going to the ear, but if you can, go to the back of the head. So you're getting that full range of motion. And the bottom arm, you're not just going down by the leg. Maybe you could take it further back. Good, keep going. You're doing great. Bodies in motion, stay in motion. Good work. Keep going. A few more rounds. A few more rounds. A few hundred more rounds. No, I'm kidding. Finish up right there. Shake it out. Right into triceps now. No time for break yet. We'll rest after. So if you're standing and want to add in glute and leg strength, bend the knees, feet hip width, lean a little bit forward, start supporting hands on the thigh. If you're seated, stay where you are forward. I'm just showing you from the side. You just lean a little forward. That's because we're going to take the arms back, palms up. Okay, so you lengthen forward, arms back, palms up. If you want to stand, add in that leg strength. Now, lift your arms as high as you can and hold. Lift the upper arm bones a little higher up and hold. And now pulse from the highest point up and down. Pulse, pulse. This is upper arm tricep work. You can add a little smile if you like. Why? Because it feels so good to exercise and strengthen the body. Good. Hold it up. Hold, hold, hold. I know you want to drop the arms, but don't. Lift the arms a little higher now. Hold steady. Palms up. A little higher. A little higher. Shake it out. Relax. Good work. Roll the shoulders. Good work. All right. We're just warming up. Shoulder rolls. Okay. Next tricep exercise. For those of you who have little hand weights, these are exercises you can do. You really don't need hand weights for these two, why I'm showing them, but there's other great ones you can do with weights. This one, though, you don't really need weights because you're going to be doing a lot of rounds. So for this one, it's the same thing. You bend the knees, spine lengthens. If you're seated, spine forward. But let your palms face towards you. You lift the arms as high up. This time, palms face in. And then we're going to bend the elbows and then stretch the arms back. Bend and stretch, all without dropping the upper arms. Try 10 rounds on your own. You're not bending too much, just an inch or two. Actually, the less you bend, work on that length and lift, and you'll get more tricep work. Keep going. This is how I strengthen my arms. Okay, take a break. 17.2-pound cat that I lift all the time. Say hi to everyone. All right, your break's up. Third and last tricep exercise. Hold a 17-pound cat every day. That's more than your 2-pound weights. That'll get your arms strong. Okay, last one. This time, again, reestablish your position. Bend the knees, toes forward, navel to spine, lean forward or sit. Okay, for this one, you're going to turn the palms up. Now, what we're going to do, you're going to bring the arms in towards each other and out, and then up and down. But the whole time, this is important. See my shoulder? You're not going like this. You're not going in, out, up, down. That just gives shoulder joint movement. Not bad, but we want to strengthen here. So you lift the upper arms as high as you can, and then in and up. in and up. But keep lifting the upper arm bones as high as you can. At your own pace, in and up, in and up, just like that. Looks for you. Looks for you. Go. Keep going. In and up. See, Malik, now I'm giving him his own mat. That was what I used for my knee for the lunge. If when I teach yoga or do yoga now, I'm noticing if he has his own little mat near my chair or yoga mat, he's much happier. He wants to do yoga too. Okay, in and up. We're going to go for 10 more. I know you want to stop, but don't stop. In, up, in, up. If it hurts, go a little lower. Only stop if you have pain. Good, last one now. Hold it up, hold it in, hold it out, hold it up. Last time. In, hold, up, hold, out, shake it out, have a seat. You did it, roll it out. These are ways to strengthen your arms for those that can't put weight on your wrist. If you're not getting down on the floor doing push-ups, or you're at work, you don't have time or the space to get on the ground and do exercise, you can do this all in the chair. No weights. Good. Now, give your arm a hug. The other arm's going to come across. If you can get your forearm to the upper arm, pull it in to stretch. I'm just going to stretch it out now. This is easy and gentle compared to the other exercises. And then release, switch other arm in, pull it across, give it a hug. Release. Those 3 exercises, by the way, are not yoga. Technically, not really, I would say not yoga, they're exercises. It's not a yoga asana or posture for meditation. It's just to strengthen, but we got to keep our body healthy. That part is part of yoga. Okay, now we're going to sit tall. This next one's just a stretch, not strength. So you're going to take your hand, either hand, place it to the back of the head if you can. If not, just go where you can, and then press your head back. Is cow's face, just the upper arm part. And then your other hand, you're going to take the back of the hand to the low back. And then see if you can crawl your fingers towards each other. Maybe they can interlock behind you. If not, you can get a belt or towel. Eagle. Or sorry, not eagle, cow's face, Gamokasana. And then hold and breathe. And then release. Good work. Switch sides. Take the other arm up to the back of the head. Press the head back. The opposite hand comes down the back of the hand to the low back. And then see if you can crawl the fingers towards each other. Maybe they hook, maybe they don't. Hold. We're stretching out the shoulder and the arm. No pain. Don't pull on your joint. No tugging. Make it feel good. When you're done, release your arms and roll it out. And close your eyes and relax. Observe your shoulders when you're done with that. And pause. Okay, now we're going to stretch out our hips with pigeon pose. But I'm going to randomly pick, I have all my yoga books next to me when I teach. I'm going to randomly pick one verse about, it says 14 lessons on Raja Yoga. Raja Yoga is kingly yoga. We're doing a part of Hatha, which is from kingly yoga. So I just picked one random line in the book from Swami Shivananda. It says, okay, maybe this isn't the most I don't know if this goes with the class. When a man does not receive present, his mind becomes pure. Okay, it's talking about an aspect of like non-greediness. Okay, I'm going to pick one more. Maybe it's more resonant with everyone here. All right, so prana, the power behind prana, our vital energy. These postures are getting our prana moving. Prana is magnetism. Prana is electricity. Prana is expended in thinking, willing, acting, moving, and thinking. A strong and healthy man has an abundance of prana, or nerve force, or vitality. The prana is supplied by food, water, air, and solar energy. Okay. So we do yoga to build prana, because a lot of us get stagnant or tired or fatigued, right? Or stressed, so we lose energy. So we do these asanas and exercises to gain energy. Okay, now pigeon, this one is for your hip. You're going to take one ankle on the opposite thigh. It was a little philosophy for you. Okay, back to the asana now. So flex your foot, sit tall. You can hold your shin, and then option to lean forward, getting a nice hip stretch. Now, for those of you who are mixing this, I don't show the mat version today because it's just chair yoga, but it would be, you could do the same thing laying on your back, opposite ankle on thigh. For those of you that at home will want to mix it, and then you pull the opposite thigh towards you. Okay, it does the same thing, but on the version on the floor, you're pulling the thigh towards you. Switch sides. On the chair version, you're sitting tall, and instead of pulling the leg towards you, you're kind of lengthening and bowing towards the leg. Pigeon, Kapotasana. We're unleashing stored, stuck prana energy in the leg channels, and then the legs will feel better, the hips will feel better. And when you're done, release, close your eyes, observe the thighs. Okay, the next pose is similar. I'm going to show two versions of it. Okay, for those, it's called leg around the head pose, but I'll show the seated first version and then the standing. So seated, it looks like pigeon. Okay, if you can get, don't worry if you can't get your ankle on the thigh. I didn't point that out, but you can hold your pants or use the belt. Just do your best. So this version, if you can get your ankle on the thigh, you can place one hand under the foot, the other hand under the knee. And then you sit tall, and then you're going to rock the legs side to side. Okay, so the second version, it turns in the leg around the head, but first we're in like cradle pose, like you're cradling a baby. And then for those that can get you, I know most people can't, and you're like, forget this, but it's comfortable if you can get one foot in the opposite elbow as you sit tall. Try not to compress the back. The other knee in the opposite elbow, then you can rock from there. Maybe that's all too much. Just keep your foot on the floor, take it in front of the other foot, drop the knee, and then just move the knee like this. That would be more gentle. Okay, but try both sides. So here's a gentle version. Just take the opposite foot in front, seated, knee open side to side. For those that can get the cradle, foot to knee, opposite knee to inner elbow, sit tall. Any movement in the joint that does not hurt is good. So you could also just keep like the pigeon and then just lift the knee up and down. You just do what works for you. I know on video, I'm online, I can't always see you and point out every idea, but pick whichever works, let go of the rest. Go up and down. Next week, leg around the head. Okay, and then feet down, close the eyes and pause. Observe the hips when you're done. And take your hands, make fists with your hands, do a little padding like that, side to side. A little padding side to side. Go side to side on your hands. And then now if you're standing, come up to standing, take your legs wide, bend the knees, make fists with your hands. We're going to add a little twist. You're going to pat side. You want to get to the side of the spine. When I mean side to side, sorry, like this. I mean side to side like that. But you can add a little twist and kind of twist the feet and legs. In Qigong, it's called knocking on the door of life. Your knees are bent. If you're seated, just do the arm part. And don't worry if you can't get to the back with your shoulders, just tap in front wherever you can. Okay, and then when you're done, release your hands, have a seat, take the legs wide and pause. But take your legs wide, close your eyes, just pause a moment. That knocks on the kidneys to help give us energy. Take a breath or two or three. And then seated, you're gonna keep your legs wide, stretch one leg out. Let's all take your right leg out. That's my right leg. Let's all take your right leg out and your right toes pull towards you, but keep the right heel on the ground. Good. And then arms out, thumbs up. Archer pose. Take your left arm to the left, pull the right hand towards you and go up at an angle like you're shooting for the sky. Archer, like you're playing archery. Your right toes pull towards you, right hand pulls to the right shoulder, spine is tall, but the arms extend away from each other. Keep breathing. Release your hands, take your left leg out, flex the foot, right leg bends and move it to the right. Arms come out, breathe in. Second side archer, take your right arm to the right, pull the left hand to left shoulder. Today on a diagonal, little variation. Look up at your thumb and hold. The left toes are active, pulling towards you, and breathe. Release, good work. Close your eyes, relax. Relax your hands, relax your legs, relax your arms. Okay, thumbs up, hands together. Pull your right hand back, look at your left thumb nail, and then switch. Left hand back, look at your right thumbnail, like in playing archery. You can let your hands brush each other, go back and forth, little shoulder movement, and focusing the mind on the thumbnail. Good, hold both arms out, and now release all 10 fingers, interlock your fingers, bring your legs together. Turn your palms away from you, thunderbolt pose. Squeeze your legs strongly together. Extend the arms up to the sky and hold. And then lower the arms, interlock your fingers behind you. You can stand or stay seated, but just to show you, palms face in if you can, fingers interlock behind. And then you're keeping the navel to spine, stretching the hands down to lift the heart. It's an upper back bend. I'm wearing a heart shirt. You lift the heart area. Whenever I say heart when I'm teaching, I mean lift the whole upper chest and heart area. Lift, lift, lift. And then release, shake it out, have a seat. You can do that standing. But keep your legs together. We're going to go into Ardha Matsyendrasana, one more pose before relaxing. So take your left leg over right. Scoot forward on the chair. Take your left hand behind you. Take your right hand to the outer left leg. Arm to opposite leg. If you can't cross the legs, just keep the legs together. As you breathe in, you're going to lift through the side of the body and along the back. You sit tall, inhaling. As you exhale, gently twist to the left if your left leg's on top. You want to switch, come out. Right leg goes over left. Right hand goes behind. Breathe in. Take your left hand over the right leg. Sit tall. Exhale, gently twist to the right. Hold and breathe. Let the breath guide your body in the pose. The exhale will help you relax. Maybe you can go a little further. For those it feels too much, the exhale might take you out. Body might say, I want to back out a little bit. That's the breath. Let's come on out. When you're doing yoga posture, the asana, the breath's kind of like you're driving a car, right? You turn to the right, you go to the right, go to the left. So the breath, inhale. If you really listen to your body, like the breath can kind of guide you how far you want to go in the pose or if you need to back out. So the yoga teacher just gives you ideas. You're the one who is driving your cart, your body. All right, the yogis call it the body vehicle, the vehicle of your spirit. It's just a vehicle, just a temporary vehicle. A little reminder, if we're lucky, we're here in this vehicle 120 or 30 years, maybe 130 if we do a lot of poses and eat a lot of vegan greens and food, right? So that's the reminder of the yogis. The body's just temporary. That's not too long, even 130 years, right? So the yoga teaches us to train the mind to go beyond the body. Let's notice the breath. Let's notice the thoughts. Let's see what's even beyond the thoughts of the breath, a little more subtle. That's meditation. And that's yoga poses or meditation and motion, right? So always tune into the breath and the posture. Okay, this last pose, your body's going to do nothing. You might enjoy that for those of you that were fatigued today, but you made it through the exercises, so good work. This last pose is legs up on the chair or legs up on the wall or relaxing. I'm going to show all three. You just pick one. You just close your eyes. If you're in your chair, sit against the chair back. If you have a couch, feel free to prop up with pillows. Rest the back of the hands on the leg and close the eyes, and that's it. If you want to place your legs up on the chair, come down into a squat. Scoot up to the chair. I'll show you on the couch. You can use your couch also. For this one, a couch is nice. It's a little softer. You want a pillow for your head. And you're going to scoot your legs up the chair or couch. Scoot as close as you can to the chair. And then release your arms to the ground. You could do the same thing, scooting up to a wall and elevate your legs for a little more height. Wherever you are, pick just one of those three, and we're going to close the eyes. Glasses can come off. If you're on the floor, let the back of the hands rest on the ground. Whichever pose you chose, start to settle in after any last movements. Take a nice expansive breath through the nose, long exhale through the nose. Breath in, breath out. Last big breath in through the nose. As you exhale, just letting go. Relax the back, the arms, the legs, the stomach, the face, the whole body. Relax, relax, relax. Letting go, not just of the body here, but letting go of even trying to control the breath. So just notice the breath. You don't need to control or deepen it here. Just notice and letting go. Just watching, observing, allowing, relaxing. Repeat silently, I relax the body. The body is relaxed. Repeat silently, I am relaxed. I let go. Again, repeat, I relax the body. The body is relaxed. Repeat silently, I relax and I let go. With the eyes closed, just slowly deepen the breath. Return awareness to the body and start to prepare some gentle movements to ease out of your posture. Wiggling the toes, the fingers. Stretch your arms overhead. If you were on the floor, you can bring the knees to the chest. And you could always stay here longer if your time allows. You don't have to come out. And once you do come out, prepare to sit tall, either in a chair or on the floor. Close your eyes. And just be with your breath and your body. Just being present with how you experience your practice. See how you feel after your yoga practice. Let's rub our hands together, bowing the head into the heart. And then perhaps place one hand over the other or around the upper chest. Just give a little press of the hands to your body. Thank your body. Thank you, body, for all it does. The heart beating, the lungs breathing, the stomach working. Even if you have pain or limitations in the body, thank you. All the joints and muscles, we're doing the best it can do. Thank your body. Take a nice deep breath, honoring and grateful for the breath of life. Inhale and exhale. And then we're going to rub our hands together, bow the hands one more time to the center of the heart. Namaste. The truth in me honors the truth in you, or the divinity in me honors the divinity in you. So namaste, and have a great, great rainy day if it's raining like it isn't here in Marin. Okay, Anisha had to take her